So when we first started, I was like, I just need a platform where I can easily just, post stuff and just leave it. So when I started with WordPress was like the best option.
Yes.
So it's like it's still the best. I mean, it runs like almost like 50% of the web.
Yes,
of the web.
Yes.
But I was like, okay, let me just do that. I wanted to get custom, hosting CMS, but I didn't have the time to actually sit down and actually figure out. I know there's a platform called Ghost.
Okay.
Which I think is really good, but I haven't had time to sit down and say, let me figure out how to actually build this out. So WordPress was just like, it seemed right now, it's still like the best option for me to go to. Because like I know about WordPress, I know about all the intricacies and everything else.
So you're currently using more like a hosting service to run your WordPress?
Exactly. So yeah, I think what am I using? I'm using this website, A2 Hosting.
A2 Hosting, okay.
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
Yeah, so I use that for my hosting platform. Also, I bought the domain from them as well. So I've been going back and forth trying to figure out if I want to move. Because right now it's just about, I remember in the beginning was the traffic came and then the site went down like, ugh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's always difficult. Like, okay, let me bump up the specs a bit to the higher.
Which requires an extra cost.
Yep, extra cost. I'm like, okay. Right now it's manageable at the point.
But then if there's a groundbreaking piece, definitely it's going to blow up on the side.
Exactly. So I'm always thinking about that. Okay, what are my options out there to actually manage it, move it, and migrate it, and everything else.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm always thinking about that far ahead.
I think I also like the UI of the blog.
Yeah.
I compare it to many blogs out there. Most of them are, I don't know if you've seen my journal online recently. Their website looks like it's an ad.
Yeah, an ad, this thing. And that's one of the things that when I first was building it, I'm like, I need it to be very clean because I want the content to show. I don't want it to be bombarded with ads.
Content is king.
It's just the content. It just needs to be the content. You don't need to see all these ads. If you see ads, to be like so small, like just out of the way. But yeah, that was the key because coming from a UX background, like if I want to read an article, I don't need to be bombarded by ads and videos and YouTube plugins and all that stuff.
So I think keeping that consistent look also ensures, and keeping it simple also ensures the site runs fast.
Exactly.
TechNovaGh is relatively fast because one, it's not loading a lot of junk along the actual content on the page, which makes it faster. And I think you're also using AMP. Yeah,
I'm using AMP.
So most times when I open it on my phone, I get to see that, which loads like under 2 seconds. Yeah,
that's what's one of the things. In the beginning, the site wasn't running very fast on mobile. Like people, when I'm looking at my stats, I'm seeing people are looking at from their mobile phones. So let me work on that part. So I use the AMP and just strip out most of the extra junk
stuff, and then I mean it makes the site runs really fast.
So as far as TechNovaGh goes, I think I'm kind of, let me see. I didn't think that it would become like this because it's become like kind of this niche blog where if you want all things tech, you go to that site. First
hand.
Yeah, when I go to events, to cover events, I tell them that I'm from TechNovaGh and they're like, oh, I read your site. So it's very kind of surprising, like, oh, people are actually reading it and getting their content from it.
They might not comment, they might not...
Yeah, they might not comment, they might say anything or anything.
But then they are
really, they're checking up what's happening on the site.
And interestingly for me, what happens is, because I've been to TechNovaGh's site a couple of times, now my Google News feed, automatically when I go to my Google now, it populates new articles on TechNovaGh.
Yes, and that's something we did in the back end. Like I made sure that, I'm on Google Publisher, I made sure that, go to Google Search Console, try to configure everything that when you're Google, and I also made that the search engine optimization is very good.
It's good, and that's what's happening because whenever there is a new TechNovaGh article, it shows up in my Google Now feed when I swipe to the left and then.
Exactly, I'm trying to be like that thing that if you want all things tech, you come to my site. If you want relevant and well-researched, well-researched pieces, come to the website. If you want the general news, tech news, you can go to the other blog sites. But if you want deep, in-depth content, that's what I do.
Sure. So what can we expect from Joseph and TechNovaGh in the next coming years? awesome projects or?
So the site has been up for like a year and a couple of months now, surprisingly. So right now it's about differentiating content. So next year I'm hoping to actually start doing more podcasting.
Okay.
Because even though I think written content is good, sometimes if you have an audio component, people can just put in their phones and listen to it. So it could be trying to be a combination of conversation with people in the tech space, just trying to pick their mind on what's happening in Ghana as far as tech. It could also be like, just talking about what's happening in tech in general, like the news and everything else.
I'm sure then with that, you could also plug it into AF radio.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, definitely. I mean, because I'm always looking for any platform that can actually project what we're doing. And I think AF radio is the best choice to use. And the fact that they also have ads too, you can make money on the side as well. It makes sense to me. So that's everything is in the planning phase.
Yes.
Because like I said, the work too is also there. So like I'm juggling like so many things. It's a lot.
And we have only 1 week.
I know, it's a lot. It's really a lot. You'd be surprised at that. It's work.
It's
work.
Yes, and that's not easy.